LRAMs, or line replaceable amplifier modules. These modules are what produce the high-power microwave-directed energy. In other words, they're the crown jewel for what makes Leonidas so effective. Now, from what I've picked up, Epirus is pretty tight-lipped when it comes to discussing this technology, and it's pretty secretive. But they did agree to show me some of the hollowed-out LRAMs, so we can get a sense of the size and scale without revealing too much.
So this is the underlying technology that makes Leonidas work. This is called the LRAM. It's a line replaceable amplifier module. This is a series of RF amplifiers that takes our signal in, amplifies it, and sends it through the antennas to be transmitted over the air. Inside of here is a series of circuit boards and amplifiers that makes all that happen. The LRAM is what allows our product to be really modular and scalable, because we can take this building block and build bigger or smaller arrays depending on what our customers' missions and requirements are.
So is it as, I guess, simple as the more of these inside Leonidas, the greater range it has, the wider area, and I guess the more drones that can be taken out of the sky?
Exactly. A bigger Leonidas has more of these modules, which means more power and more capability.
Since these LRAMs are modular and scalable, Epirus has already begun development on additional models of their Leonidas system. They've begun testing what they call Leonidas Expeditionary, designed for the United States Marine Corps to fit on a JLTV. Then there's Leonidas Mobile, which can be integrated onto the Army's Stryker vehicle. They even have a super small and lightweight variant known as Leonidas Pod, which can be easily transported and even hand-carried to integrate onto any air, land, or sea-based platform.
So we've got the lineup of the different Leonidas systems behind us, but I heard you talk about earlier, drones are just one example of what this can take out, right? I've seen you talk about pretty much any electronic, boats, engines. Where do you see this system expanding in the next 3 to 5 years?
This system is much, much, much more powerful than that. I mean, if you can imagine these robot Leos we were just talking about, marching in a formation out ahead of the line, turning left, turning right, knocking out cars, knocking out boats on the sea. So anything with sophisticated computers and electronics in it, which just is about everything these days, is a major, major target for our system.
So if we take like a airfield or a base as an example, how do you see all these kind of combining together to provide a force field over the entire thing? Is it several of the main Leonidases all spread out around the base, a couple of these smaller ones, and is that the goal to kind of, potentially provide a force field over an entire airfield?
It is, and where I envision these systems going is wheels, legs, mobile, right? It's patrolling around the base in constant motion, maybe 6, maybe 5 systems in each corner, moving up and down in some sort of, con ops or some sort of doctrine way. The at-sea version, we maybe use a Saronic vessel. You see the green one behind me, it's built for counter vessel. Now you have vessel stop. These systems are going to go everywhere. They're going to go air,